Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create a character sheet on Roll20. So you're going to go over to this little thing that looks like a journal or a newspaper, and you're going to find the character sheet that's been assigned to you. So here I have Claire and this character sheet that says Eva Cuckoo. Yours might just have a character sheet there instead of some extra stuff. Click on the character sheet. And then once the window pops up, you can actually click on the character sheet tab. And we're going to do this using the Charactermancer. So click Use the Charactermancer. And it's going to open up Roll20's Charactermancer. I'm going to click Next. First thing you have to decide is what race that you want to play. Now, the DM that I usually play with has access to a lot of different compendiums. There are a lot of races here. You might not have all the same ones that I have listed here. But I'm just going to pick Elf really quick. We're going to scroll down and we're going to choose a couple other things. So it's asking us to choose our alignment. I'm just picking neutral for now. Scroll down some more. It's going to tell you all the things about the race you've chosen. So languages, what language they're proficient in, any other special stuff. So I'll just have quite a few things. Some races will have a sub-race you can choose. So I'm just going to make this a high elf. It's a little bit easier. And then pick another language they speak. We'll just go with undercommon for now. Okay. So just scroll through and make sure you picked all the different things. And I'm going to click Next. Then you choose your class. So you can be any of these different classes. If you are doing a homebrew character, you'd have to pick custom. Make sure you talk to your DM about that. For now, I'm just going to pick Ranger. That's one of the things I like to play a lot. So we'll go with that. It's going to ask you to pick some other things. So things like skill proficiencies. So let's do investigation. We'll do stealth and insight. Rangers get a favored enemy. So I'm going to choose a favored enemy. We'll go with undead for now. And they also get a favored enemy language. And again, I'm just picking some random things just to kind of move through this. Rangers also get to pick what kind of area they would want to explore, or their favored exploration area. So we'll just say mountains for this. Now again, depending on what class you pick, you might not have to make all those different choices. Ranger just has some different feats that we do, or different class proficiencies that we have to pick. It's going to tell you what equipment that you're going to start out with. And then we're going to click Next. Here's where we're going to roll for the abilities. So you do standard array, roll for stats, point by or custom, talk to your DM about which method they use. Mine generally uses roll for stats. We're going to click roll 4d6, drop the lowest. And oh, those are awful stats. So again, I'm just going to go through and pick some of these. This is not how you could do this. You could do any number, any way that you want to, right? But we're just, I'm just trying to pick some, okay? Under choose a background, again, you might just have one or two of these things. It depends again on what your DM has access to. I'm gonna just keep this really easy and say acolyte. Have a language, some language proficiencies for acolyte. So all you're really doing with this is just going through and picking the different traits. Backgrounds give you different personality traits. You can click the drop down arrow and actually pick them, or you could just make it random and roll them. Okay, that's usually what I tend to do. For starting equipment, ask your DM what they want you to do. I'm going to just pick class equipment here, and I'm going to choose leather armor. We'll say a short sword and let's go to hand axe. We'll pick an explorer's pack. On equipment from your background, you get some different things from your background. We'll go with the prayer book there. We'll click next. Elves or high elves get cantrips. So I'm going to pick a cantrip for my high elf, and we're going to choose Firebolt. That's one of my favorites, and it'll show up on our character sheet. We don't really have any feats yet, so we're going to click next. And then we're going to put in some bio. So I'm just going to leave the character name, but if you have a specific name, you could put it in here. I'll just change it to Eva. We'll put their age, their height, whatever you rolled up or decided for that to be. Weight. Just some random stuff. Some things like eyes, hair color, and skin color. So we'll go blue, blonde. And elves are usually pale. Our high elves are usually pale anyway. So we'll go pale. We're going to click next. So this is going to tell us make sure everything's okay with what we've picked. If you see anything in red, it's something you need to change. So under class, it says we've chosen the skill Insight, but we already have that skill in our background. So when we chose that background, it came with the skill Insight. So what that means is we need to go back to class. And where we have Insight here, we need to choose something else. So I'm going to choose Nature. And we'll go back to Review. I don't see anything else in red. And so we're going to click Apply Changes, and it is going to build the character for us. And there you have your character sheet. In a different video, I'll show you how to roll things from your character sheet and how to use any macros that your DM might have built into the game.